Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready?
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
48 to Mike. I got it. Double time.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's get in there.
Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
3rd and 2, Watson. Man open, that's unclejakey2008's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. On first down, it's Watson. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. First carry for Carlos Hyde. Hyde a first down and more. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will have a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Seth Roberts, 58 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 44.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the 50, it's Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Carlos Hyde with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans push further out in front. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Ingram. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Check, check. Lucky.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On set. 19. 36.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Hyde. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And able to work his way down to the 16. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 16.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
41's coming.
Jackson on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's complete to Snead. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. This will be caught by Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker now to add the point after.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Watson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because...
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Next to score, Texans 34, Ravens 21.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now it's Jackson. And an alley to run. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. This is Ingram. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now Jackson on first down. Got a man. It's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson from the shotgun. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Whitney merciless. Coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. From the corner, Jimmy Smith blitzes for the sack.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jackson now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Whitney merciless. Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts, 81 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Texans 34. Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here I come again. Here I come.
Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The game on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Reset. 19. Line 36. I'm trying to collect.
On second down, Johnson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
He's across midfield with a 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and
Back now in Houston. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Back now in Houston. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Watson now to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. The 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 48 yards. And the Texans have retaken the lead. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. From the gun, Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is.
There goes Mark Ingram, the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the two-point conversion. From the gun, it's Jackson to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back to the ground. This time it's high. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Let me know right now, you better bring it. Hatchet, hatchet.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
19! 65! 65!
First down, Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
On second down, it's Johnson. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Texans on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Watson now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Get that ball. Check 99. That's so us. Check up.
Now Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Let's go now. Get the flag. Me and you all day.
They'll run on first down. It's Ingram, and he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Ingram again. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
On first down, Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This to almost certainly win the football game. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Third down, Mark Ingram. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays.
He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long from Houston.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole game counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign